Hi friends, I have just enough pickles to make about 1 jar of quick pickles, or just enough cucumbers to make 1 jar of quick pickles. And so I'm going to show you what I put in there. I don't have any Mrs. Wages. I sometimes use that, sometimes I don't. But I have some garlic powder in there, along with garlic, well, this says crushed red peppers, but the in here is chunks of garlic and salt. I have, I have a teaspoon of garlic powder. I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of the garlic salt and garlic chunks. I have 1.5 teaspoons of onion chips or chopped onions. I have 1.5 teaspoons of dill. I have 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I like it a little spicy, so I have also 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. And then I have 1 tablespoon of kosher salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar, along with 1 cup of purified water. Normally I would use distilled water, but purified is what I have. And 1 cup of 5%, let me see if you can see that, 5% vinegar. Can you see that? It's backwards, but there it is, right there. 5% vinegar, 5% acidity. I have it all in this pot. I'm going to let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to let it cool all the way down, which is at a boil right now. Let's let you see it. It's at a boil right now. I'm going to turn it off because I really only needed for the salt and the sugar to dissolve. Everything else is not going to dissolve. It's just going to permeate the liquid. I'm going to let it sit here and cool all the way down. I'm going to chop up my cucumbers, put them in some ice water, and stick them in the refrigerator because I want them to stay crisp. So I'll be back and let you see what they look like once I get ready to put them in the jar. These are my garden fresh cucumbers picked yesterday, plus 1 more that was in the refrigerator. They're underneath cold water, and I use the bowl and the saucer to keep them submerged. And underneath cold water with some salt in them. And that was to make sure that they're crisp. So listen to this. Still very crispy. Alright. I'm crispy. I like them crispy. Pickle. This is the brine I showed you. And I'm going to drain this broth off. Or not broth. We're not cooking. I'm going to drain this water off and put the pickles in here. I'll be right back. Yes, I am saving this water. It only has a very small amount of salt in it, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. But in this heat, it'll make a very natural Gatorade. Now, let's bring you down so you can see. This is my pickle weight. And I'm going to pour vinegar. But since I have to add more vinegar to this, I'm going to pour it right over the pickle weight. I got about not even a full quarter of a cup. And I'm going to add some of the cold brine water. Alright. Bringing the level in the jar up to the bottom line, because this is going to hold pickle in the refrigerator. That is to keep everything, I want everything, including the pickle puck, under the brine. Perfect. Alright. This is how I make kosher dill pickles. It'll go in the refrigerator. Well, I don't know if it's kosher. I'm gonna change that. This is how I make my dill pickles. I'm gonna go in the refrigerator for a week and I'll taste it, and it should be ready